is Charmen Williams. I've been with the company for at least about 12 years, and I started out in the intake department as a specialist, and now have been able to move up to a manager's position. I currently, before Deblin Health Concept, I did work for Metro, and before that, I was tailor seamstress, where I worked with my mom for more than I want to say about 20 years, and seamstress and customer services. So I've always been in a customer service field where I've been able to help and assist with services. Well, that's a good question. For me, it hits very close and home to me. I am one of the descendants of the Latin family, which was actually a slave. My great grandfather, his name is Ernest Latin. He was actually a part of the Latin, what we call the Latin quarters, and he was an actual slave. And then he went to war, and he also served in the Civil War, and he became free. He was actually one of the individuals that received the 40 acres and the mule. And our family actually to this day still owns our family land of over 40 acres. And me and my sisters actually have a portion of that land in our names. So Black history means a lot to me because of some of the things that we were entitled to have. I actually personally, up to this very day, have some of the history of my family from my mother's side that has been passed down to me, and one day I will pass it down to my daughter. Yeah, yeah, it's always been a big part of our family as well. We find ourselves at like every 2 years coming together on the land and actually having a big family reunion. And one of the biggest things that we do for the upcoming children and upcoming generations to take them on actually what we consider as a hay ride, but it's a ride on the cart in order to see exactly how much of the land that we have been able to preserve and keep, and also have a legacy for our family. So you can literally go down to where we live and see the street named Latin Quarters, and one of the streets named Ernest Latin, which is my great grandfather. Well, dealing with Black History Month, I think the last thing that I can put a spin on is that, and I always go back to prayer. I always go back to where we came from and where we are today. I will always go back to how grateful I am to be in the position that I am, to own acres of land and to be a descendant of a great family, and what history that Black history has brought to me personally. So I just encourage everyone to know that their history and know where your descendants came from and what they have contributed to this world today. And then it'll encourage you to do even greater things and be more of a greater history to your own legacy in order to push it forwards for the kids and the new people who are coming up behind us.